Welcome to the complete recap of the 2025 Australian Grand Prix qualifying session, the first race of the season that has already delivered plenty of surprises. McLaren dominated with a front-row lockout, while Ferrari struggled more than expected, finishing only 7th and 8th with Leclerc and Hamilton. Let's break down the session in detail and analyze Leclerc's cryptic comments about Ferrari's deliberate decision to lose performance this weekend. Green light for Q1, with all drivers immediately hitting the track to secure a spot in the next session. Verstappen set the initial benchmark with 1:16.03, followed closely by Norris, just 15 thousandths behind, while Piastri was third, a tenth and a half off. The battle for Q2 was incredibly tight, with the top 17 drivers within 6.5 tenths. In the final moments, Behrman returned to the pits due to a gearbox issue and couldn't improve. Antonelli ran wide at turn 6, bringing gravel onto the track and compromising his flying lap. Lawson made a mistake at turn 4, running into the gravel and ending his session early. Checkered flag, and the first 5 drivers were eliminated. Kimi Antonelli, 1:16.729, Nico Hülkenberg, 1:16.801, Liam Lawson, 1:16.834, Esteban Ocon, 1:16.870, and Oliver Behrman, no valid lap time. Moving on to Q2, the gaps tightened even further. Verstappen immediately set a 1:15.688, but the McLarens responded with Piastri lowering the time to 1:15.468, just 88 thousandths ahead of Norris. Russell, on used tires, placed 4th, 4 tenths behind. Leclerc attempted to improve on fresh softs but only managed 1:15.827, securing 5th place, while Hamilton spun out at turn 11 on his final attempt and had to return to the pits. Alonso tried one last lap, but a snap of oversteer at turn 10 forced him to abort. The drivers eliminated at the end of Q2 were Isaac Hadjar, 1:16.112, Fernando Alonso, 1:16.145, Lance Stroll, 1:16.178, Jack Doohan, 1:16.201, and Gabriel Bortoleto, 1:16.289.
The final session, Q3, was all about the fight for pole position. Russell initially set a 1 minute and 15.695 seconds, but Verstappen quickly took over with 1 minute and 15.671 seconds. Leclerc came close, just 84 thousandths behind, but in his final attempt, he aborted his lap and returned to the pits. Then came the McLarens. Norris posted an incredible 1 minute and 15.096 seconds, beating Piastri by 84 thousandths and Verstappen by more than half a second. Tsunoda impressed with 5th place, while Albon took 6th, showcasing Williams' progress. Hamilton finished only 8th with 1 minute and 15.948 seconds, behind Leclerc, 7th with 1 minute and 15.908 seconds. Sainz, in the Williams, rounded out the top 10. Ferrari finished 7th and 8th, a disappointing result for a team that seemed to be in contention for pole during the practice sessions. But the real shock came from Leclerc's post-qualifying comments. The Monegasque driver stated that Ferrari had deliberately chosen to lose performance this weekend, but didn't go into details. His statement raised several questions. Why would Ferrari make such a decision? What's behind this strategic choice? Leclerc admitted that the car had not been the same since the morning session and that he struggled to find the right balance between Q2 and Q3. He added that the team knew where the issues were coming from and that losing performance was the right thing to do, but he refused to specify the reason for this decision.
There are several possible explanations. Ferrari might have reduced performance due to reliability concerns, sacrificing qualifying speed to ensure a stronger race pace. Alternatively, the team could have been experimenting with different setups to gather data, even if it meant losing outright performance on a single lap. Another theory is that the SF25 struggled more than expected in changing track conditions, with an overly sensitive setup reacting poorly to variations in temperature and grip. Another factor to consider is the significant gap in the third sector, where McLaren gained a major advantage. If Ferrari tweaked its setup to favor race pace, it may have lost efficiency in that crucial part of the track, costing valuable lap time. Leclerc also acknowledged his disappointment, admitting that seventh place was worse than the worst-case scenario he had imagined. However, he remains confident in the car's potential and believes that the team can recover in the upcoming races. Now the focus shifts to the race, where rain could shake things up. Can Ferrari turn things around with an aggressive strategy? Or will the struggles seen in qualifying persist during the Grand Prix? If the team did indeed make a calculated decision to sacrifice performance, tomorrow's race will reveal whether it was truly the right call.